Okay, welcome to this video. I want to look at today at best practice for real-time reporting and procurement. We will be looking at the procurement overview page. Specifically, we look at contracts, purchase orders, purchase recs, RFQs. The list goes on and on. So let's jump into it. If you go to your cloud system, you will firstly then click on the procurement overview tile, and you'll see there's a whole number of fields available that you can use to filter. You can adapt your filter. You can add, for instance, company code, where you can select your company code, and if you run it, then the tiles the information will update in the cards in these tiles. Okay, firstly, you can move the cards around. It's dynamic to look at where you want to place more important ones. That's quite good to know. You will see I've got a few with information that's populated. If you look at, there's the monitor PO items, non-managed spend, to monitor your purchase contracts, off-contract spend, purchase spend, and so on. So let's start off. Let's look at the purchase order, monitor purchase order items report. If you look at, there's a drop down here, you can look at overdue and in approval. So it will update your tile dynamically. You can click on a specific purchase order should you wish to do that. And in this case, we're looking at this one, and it will take you directly to your purchase order, where you can look at the details, go through the PO, look at the attachments, approvals, items, etc. Then secondly, off-contract spend is the one that I want to look at. So if you look at off-contract spend, you can basically right click on it and add the card to your insights, which is on your main homepage. Or you can just look at the card itself. You can look at your off-contract spend by material group or supplier. In this case, we're just gonna drill down to look at these. You will see that there's a graphical display firstly that you can look at. Again, there's more options here. You can look at your off-contract spend by supplier. You've got a nice graphical layout here, which you can play with the chart types. You can go to bar chart, column, line, pie charts, etc. Or you can select the tabular view, and it will give you a breakdown in a tabular view, which you can export to Excel, to a spreadsheet if you want to do that. Now let's look at some more detail here. If you click on one of these, you can drill down to specific documents to look at the detail of these purchase orders that were used off contract, and then you can go back. You can also jump to other areas in here. One that I want to mention that's really useful is to do this by purchase category. Again, these categories you can set up dynamically in another area, but you can then look at your spend by purchasing category. Let's go to purchasing group for now. Right, and that's it for this one. Let's go back to the main. If you look at non-managed spend, that is then purchase orders without or invoices without a purchase order. Like you can say here, invoices without a purchase order, and there's a total of 4.4% of your invoices don't have a PO. And again, you can see for which supplier this happened and why this might, you can find out what the reasons are for that. Again, you can click on this. It will give you the list of suppliers that you want to look at. Right, I want to go back to the main page. Now I want to look at a few of the insights that we have here. Firstly, the material price variance, which you can use to see how your prices varied by material. And again, you can do your selections there. So let's do the junior consultant material. You hired a junior consultant. and you want to look at why the prices, or what the prices might be, the price variances. Okay, so it's still running, and in this case we just want to look at the information. You'll see there's your purchasing documents for this material, and in here you'll see the different prices. On average it's 1480, but it's at 1200 and 5000, and you can investigate why, or analyze about more why is that happening. If you go to overdue purchase order items, again you have the drop downs here, which you can do by document, and you will see there's your PO number, your details, the overdue days, so you can use this to manage your purchase order items. There's the ordered quantity and the open quantities and the open values that you can look at. Then let's move on to purchasing group activities. Another useful report. You can monitor this and say what the action is by purchasing group, the PO net amounts, invoice amounts, number of contracts, number of purchase orders, number of deliveries. So there's a lot of information that you can actually then look at to monitor your purchase groups. Then there's another function, another dashboard that I want to show you for purchasing spend. There's a lot more detail in here. This comes out as part of public cloud, and you will see there's quite a large number of different stories, user stories, KPIs shipped as part of the standard product, which you can then use to analyze your business. You will see here there's again a drop down here, which you can do by overview, detail, context, off contract details, and so on. There's your purchase order net amount values that you can look at by supplier, by plant. If you go down into a bit more detail, you will see that this is populated again. Your purchase order by material group, by supplier, supplier country, plant, and so on. So quite useful. I just want to show you if you can actually export all of this to a PDF document, which you can then distribute if that is the requirement, where you have this available that we just looked at. Let me just zoom in a bit. There we go. So you can also save this as a PDF with all the information in here. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. And then please like and subscribe to the video. See you again.